this sequence of shots. It's either present day or past tense shots from fighting scenes, and it's none other than Reno, who is Kafka Hibino's right hand man. And I just smiled when they confirmed it. It was beautiful to see. And then what happens is he agrees basically to do testing despite warning, and then he goes into this testing center, and I think the arms take him over, and he ends up in that, I want to call it not domain, but he ends up in a, I suppose, in a different place, domain maybe, where he's able to actually see the kaiju that is talking to him, and he says this is what Kafka must go through on a daily basis, that the impulse to let the power of the kaiju take over. And I think this was a great shot. It was a great scene overall because it showed the scale of what Kafka's dealing with from someone else who doesn't have the, I suppose, the time to learn like Kafka did. And anyway, so Reno ends up in hospital simply because he couldn't handle the transformation and the power. He then pre-warned one more time, but then this time he is absolutely adamant, this is exactly what I want to do. And that is sort of where we leave off, where he's now going to prove himself in the battlefield by being Kaiju number 6, well, the wielder of Kaiju number 6. I just think, yeah, this is going to be great because it means Kafka's going to have some help. And at some point, there might be a divide where if both Kaijus interact, Kaiju number 6 being the king of Kaiju, will that Kaiju try and, I suppose, control Kafka's Kaiju number 8? Personally, I don't think so, only because Kaiju number 8's fortitude, I believe, is the highest ever reported before, and they thought that the figure was wrong. And I don't believe they've mentioned it at all in season 2, so I feel like they forgot, or maybe it's just part of the plot or lore. But anyway, this is a little bit long, but yeah, it was a very, very good episode. It was no real action, but it was just more storytelling, and I think these are the episodes that we need to really give depth to the show. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. These are getting really hard to make short. I've said this many, many a time, so expect them on in a longer format on maybe a different platform, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Always about to inspire.